All right. And if you are using that movement, if you are rocking or going front to back or side to side, let's begin to change this into some torso. Oh, goodness gracious, that feels really good. Some torso circles. Circling that torso. Oh, wow. Feels so good on that lower back, on those abdominals, hips, hip flexors. Good. And let's go ahead and take that and rotate the other way. So we'll do that torso rotation, the opposite direction. Yeah. Very nice. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves center. Lengthening up through our torso, through our spine, through our head. And let's roll our shoulders out. So let's go ahead and roll that back. Good. And roll that forward. Wow. Is that another one? Where are they coming from? Good. Let's go ahead and shrug the shoulders up to the ears. And then release that down. And shrug that up. And release that down. I thought it was the attack of the earwigs this year, but it is that. But it's also the attack of, I don't know, the flies in the middle of winter. Let's drop our chin down towards our chest. Maybe because it's warm in here. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, like when it's super cold in the mornings, the flies barely move. And so you can like kill them really easy. Lift the head up center, take our eyes to sky. And let's drop our chin to chest. And take our eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good, bring that head back to neutral. Let's go to the left first. Let's look left. Ooh, and then look right. Still sitting ourselves up tall. So really, really having to engage our core, really having to have that nice posture. We're sitting ourselves up tall, unless you have go ahead and bring your head back to center. Unless you have, drop our chin to chest, an injury or an illness or something that's preventing you from sitting up tall. You can use, you can scoot yourself up against the wall if that feels best for you. However, you can get your yoga practice in. Lift our head up to center. Good, take our eyes to sky. Nice, drop that chin to chest. Let's take ear to shoulder, chin back to chest, and other ear to shoulder. And we'll do this nice neck circles here, taking this from side to side. And maybe you're feeling it in neck muscles. I'm feeling it actually down in my mid-spine today. So interesting that I have awareness there today. Good, drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head to center. Roll the shoulders back and roll that forward. Let's add in a sun breath here. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Inhale and lift this up. Let's drop our right hand down. Reach over to that right side with our left arm. Let's try and keep that left hip, left glute down to the floor. Good, and breathe. Breathe here, deeply breathing. And let's inhale and sweep this up. And let's go ahead and exhale. Now we're dropping that left hand to the floor, reaching over to the left side with our right arm. Oh, and try and keep that right glute, right leg on the floor. And breathe. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us. If you can't clasp those hands, then always feel free to use that strap. You can just hold that strap behind you. You don't have to clasp those hands together. So you can hold that strap. Or you've got those hands clasped. Good, we've got that behind us. Very nice. Let's go ahead and look to the right. And then look to the left. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. And our eyes to spine. And head to neutral. Bend at our elbows, hands over to our right waist. And let's take that right elbow towards the midline, towards our spine. Midline of our back. And breathe. Opening up that shoulder capsule, that pectoralis chest muscle. Breathe it here. Good, let's go ahead and switch that, switch sides. Elbow goes back. Same thing, opening up that shoulder, pectoralis, up going to the center, midline of the body, the spine. And then let's go ahead and release that, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our left hand to our right thigh, and our right hand just comes behind us. And we've got our first spinal twist of the practice. Very good. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Bring this to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Right hand to left thigh. Left hand is just going to go down to the floor. Spinal twist on this side. And breathe it deeply here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale and twist. Inhale, sweep this up. Exhale and twist to the left. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, twist to the left. Cool. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. Press our palms towards the ceiling. So we're going to lengthen up through those arms, through that torso, through our rib cage, so we get a nice, tall, long upper body. That makes it kind of harder on our lower body. I don't know about you, but my hip flexors are like, lifting that up. Good. We're nice and lifted here. Let's add in that breath. Let's inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. And big, deep inhale. And exhale, big sigh out. And one more time, big, deep inhale. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Let's bring those arms out in front of us. Stop hands. Let's rotate the wrists. Good. And then rotate the other way. Point our fingers down and point those fingers up. Point those fingers down, point those fingers up, point those fingers down, and point those fingers up. Good. Opening this up, opening up those arms. And let's go ahead and take our palms up, make some fists, roll our knuckles in. Oh, that's a good stretch for the forearms and the fronts of the hands. Wow. And then that exaggerated bicep curl. So we're sitting ourselves up nice and tall here. Let's go ahead and inhale, open this up, and exhale, round this. Inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open, exhale and round. Good, bring this back to neutral spine. So lengthen up through this, open those arms. Take our left arm across to our right thigh again. Take our right thumb Follow our spine down and let's do another spinal twist to the right. Breathe it here. Inhale and exhale it out. These twists are so good, so helpful, so needed for our everyday life. Bring us back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Now let's go ahead and take that right hand to that left thigh. Left thumb follows the spine down towards the floor. A little deeper spinal twist on this side now and breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Wonderful. Good. Bring this back to center. Inhale it up and let's go ahead and exhale. Clasp our hands behind us again, or you're using your strap. Let's open that chest up once again, stretching also through the triceps and the biceps too. Let's look to the left, look to the right. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. Lift our head to center, take our eyes to sky. And head back to neutral, bend at our elbows. Hands over to left waist. Squeeze that elbow back. Elbow goes back towards the midline. Breathe it here. And then switch sides. Elbow goes back. Oh yeah. Goodness gracious. And then let's release that. Shake that out. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale that out. And another time, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale this out. Very good. Now, if you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that off to the side. Let's go ahead and lean this back here. That feels good on the wrists, man, right there. Fingers are facing forward. Let's go ahead and take our feet wide. We want our feet maybe, let me turn this way. We want our feet maybe as wide as your mat or wider. Whatever feels best for you. And let's go ahead and drop this from side to side. Oh man, tight flexors today. Maybe because it's extra cold. It's super cold outside. I was out this morning. It was cold. It's still cold. It's like, is there snow? Is it gonna snow? No, but it feels like it. Good, drop this from side to side. Good, let's go ahead and keep that right foot in front and sit ourselves up tall. So we've got our nice zigzag. Let's twist over to the left first. So a tall twist to the left. And then we get to do that big, nice twist to the right. So big twist to the right. And you can use those hands as leverage to walk yourself even deeper into that twist if that feels good for you. Hip and glute are most likely lifting up off the floor. If you're hyper flexible, then maybe they're not. They might be still on the floor. But if you have like a normal sort of flexibility, or if you're tight, if you're super tight, maybe your leg is just like way up. It's okay. Wherever your body is able to go without pain. So you can go comfortably uncomfortable today, or just uncomfortable, but not painful. All right, let's bring this back to center and we're going to twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good job. Lean this back and let's go ahead and windshield wiper those legs again, just taking this from side to side. Good, let's go ahead and keep our left leg in front. Got the nice zigzag with that left leg in front. Sitting ourselves up tall, let's do a big tall twist to the right first. That feels very good. That really lengthened spine, tall spine. And then let's go ahead and go big twist. Big old twist. Oh, to the left. And again, maybe you're going uncomfortable or comfortably uncomfortable. Just don't go painful. However, try and go to somewhere challenging here in this twisting as you breathe, because these deep breaths and these deep twisting movements are super helpful for releasing a lot of tension, for releasing all kinds of stuff, for the lymphatic system, for releasing anxiety, stress, anything built up, especially in that low back. This can be super helpful. Let's go ahead and bring this back to center and let's twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. Last 1 and back to center. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and lean this back. A few more windshield wipers here, just taking this from side to side. Windshield wiper this. Good, good, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and take our legs long, but let's keep our knees bent. So we're not going into staff pose quite yet. We'll go into a little bit of spinal stretch and some boat poses. So let's lengthen up through our arms. Knees are bent, feet are flexed. Let's lengthen out through those arms, lengthening through our spine. Let's inhale and lift it up. And exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale and lift it up. And exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale and lifting up. And exhale, hinge. Inhale and lifting up. And exhale, hinge. On this next one, we're going to hold ourselves up. So inhale and lift this up. Let's hold this here. We're leaning backwards slightly. And then let's go ahead and lengthen our arms out in front of us. So we just took ourselves into a boat pose. So if you want to bend those knees even more and lean yourself back even more, you can do that right here. So we're holding ourselves in this boat pose. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Very nice. All right, from this boat pose, let's lengthen through our legs. Find ourselves in our staff pose. So flex through our feet, lengthen legs, lifting our arms up. Whoa, good. I didn't let my arms go down between that whole thing. They're a little tired, a little burny burn. All right, we're flexing through our feet, lengthening through our legs. We've got this nice breathing in our staff pose. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Big, deep inhale and exhale it out. Bring our arms down by our side and then behind us. Fingers are facing towards our feet. Now, you can go into a reverse plank here or into a reverse tabletop. So it is up to you. I think I'm going to go tabletop first. We're going to do this twice. So go ahead and bring your feet in and let's bring ourselves up into our reverse table, or you kept your legs long and you are doing a reverse plank. So whatever feels best for you. Maybe in this first one, you want to do table, and the second one you want to do plank, or both you want to do table. Whatever, again, feels strongest, most supportive for you. Breathing it here, inhale and exhale. Good, let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Lengthen through those legs. And we're gonna bring our right leg in. Go ahead and bring that right leg in. Give that a big hug. Let's take our right over our left. Let's wrap our left arm around our right leg. Oh yeah, feel it right there. IT band, glute, hip, back, all over your lats, right back here. Scapula. Maybe you're getting a good scapular stretch, the shoulder stretch. Breathing this here. Inhaling and exhaling. And Let's twist it the other way. Twist it towards the left. Breathe it. Bring that back to center. Take the bottom of our foot to the inside of our thigh. Peace fingers, reaching for that toe, or hand to shin or hand to thigh, just depending on your flexibility and your mobility. You can bring the other arm over or onto your rib cage or have it resting. But just remember what you are doing on this side. Try and remember to do the same thing on the other side. Breathing it here. And let's go ahead and windmill this arm, windmill our right arm, and then our left hand goes right there. And we get another little twist. A lot of twisting today, twisting so good, especially around this time of year when there's a lot of stress going on. The twists are just super, super good to relieve a lot of stress in places where we hold it, the neck, the low back, the mid back, the hips. Those are our stress points. Good, let's bring this back to center. Find ourselves in staff pose again. So full staff pose, flexing through our feet, reaching up through our arms. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Big, deep inhale and exhale it out. And big, deep inhale and exhale it out. Release our arms down by our side, fingers facing towards our feet. And we're either going to go into reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So find where you want to go and let's take it there. So up into that reverse tabletop or reverse plank. So I think I'm going to start off in table, and then I think I'm going to go right into a little bit reverse plank. As long as I can keep my pelvis lifted and feel strong in this, then I'm good in this plank. Once everything starts to dip, it's a good idea to take it back into the table, because then you come out of alignment. So we want to stay in that nice strong alignment no matter what you're doing. If you're doing that table or that bridge. Very nice. Let's go ahead and release that pelvis down. And we've got these nice straight legs. Let's go ahead and bring our left leg in. Give our left leg a nice big hug. Good, let's take our left over right. Let's wrap our right arm around our left leg. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And twist it to the left. The other side, I feel it way more in the lower body. This side, I feel it way up in my scapula, my back. That is good. Breathe it here, inhale. And exhale it out. Good, let's do another breath like that here. Inhale it deeply. And deep exhale out. Good, let's go ahead and twist it the other way. Twisting that and breathing. Inhale. And exhale it out. Nice, bring this back to center. Let's take the bottom of that foot to the inside of the thigh. Peace fingers for that big toe, shin, or thigh. So again, I did this on the other side. I want to make sure that I'm doing the same thing on this side, even if it might be like, you're like, that's impossible. Just try to do that. Try and do the same thing. It may look funky or it may feel funky. But breathe into it. And let's go ahead and windmill this and take that hand, the right hand goes to the left thigh. And another twist here. Good, let's bring this back to center. Very nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab our block. Grab one block. Let's take it down for a little bit of bridge work. I think we might do more bridge work towards the end of the practice today, but we'll just do a little bit more warm up and strengthening here. So cut that block between our knees, take ourselves down onto the floor, line our feet up with our knees are lined up with our hips. Let's take our arms by our sides and let's go ahead and inhale, lift our pelvis up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, drop that pelvis down towards the floor. Oh, so good. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. Good. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower. One more time. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower. Good. Let's keep the block in between those knees. Lift our feet up. So let's drop the knees over to one side. Take your arms into a T and just get a nice little spinal twist here. Oh, this feels really good. I could spin the rest of the time just doing spinal twists on the floor. Oh, wow. Bring this back to center and drop that knees, holding the block over to the other side. Oh, I feel it in so many places. It's so good. Again, I can't imagine how people live not doing this. People that don't do yoga or stretching or movement, they must be so have so much pain. Let's bring ourselves back to center because this is so helpful. Bring ourselves back to center. Drop our knees over to one side and let's bring ourselves up onto our sides. Very nice. And you can place that block. Yes, place it where you want it for when we go into our sun salutations. But we're going to come up onto all fours. Come up into our quadruped position. That means that we're on our hands and our knees. Our knees are right underneath our hips. So we've got nice alignment here. Our shoulders are right over our wrists. Let's go ahead and drop that belly to the floor. Take our eyes to the sky. Good. Go ahead and round this up. Take our chin to chest. Oh. Drop that belly down. Inhale. Exhale and round. And drop that belly down. Inhale. And exhale and round. Drop that belly. Inhale. And exhale and round. Let's go into some balance and strengthening. So let's go ahead and take our right leg up and lift. First part of our balance. This might be the furthest you want to go today. If you want to take it into that full bird dog, we're going to go ahead and lift our left arm up into that full balance. So we are holding this here just for a breath or a breath and a half or two. And then we're going to take elbow to knee 6 times. Or if you've got that hand down, you're just bringing that knee in. All right, so we're in that nice bird dog. Let's go ahead and take elbow to knee 6 times. Let's go ahead and bring this in and extend. There's 6. Bring this in and extend. There's 5. Bring this in and extend. There's 4. Bring this in and extend. There's 3. Bring this in and extend. There's 2. Bring this in and let's hold this extension. Hold this extension. Good. And then release the arm. And then let's go and release the leg. Take ourselves back into a child's pose. So glutes go back to those heels. I love child's pose. Such a good stretch for the front of the feet. Oh, feels good on those ankles. If your glutes aren't getting to your heels, that's okay. If you're finding that your glutes are way up in the air, it's all right. You're okay. There's just some tightness in your hamstrings and your low back. You can always put a pillow between your heels and glutes. All right, bring ourselves back up onto all fours. Cat and cow again. Drop our belly. Inhale. Round our spine. Exhale. Drop our belly. Inhale. Round our spine. Exhale. One more time. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. It brings back to neutral. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and lift leg up. So left leg is lifted and we're going balance and strengthening on this other side. So this may be where you want to go, or you're bringing it up into that bird dog. A breath or two here in this balance, hold and pose. And then let's go and take elbow to knee 6 times here. Let's go and bring this in and extend. There's 6. Bring this in and extend. There's 5. Bring this in and extend. There's 4. Bring this in and extend. There's 3. Bring this in and extend. There's 2. Bring this in. Let's hold our extension. Hold this here. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. Child's pose. Let's take that back again. This time in our child's pose, go ahead and bring your big toes together and take your knees apart and go into a wider child's pose if that's available to you. Maybe a little bit more hip opening. If this isn't available or comfortable for you, then you can have just a regular child's pose. Let's look at our hands and let's walk our hands over to the right. Let's take our left hand, place it on top of our right hand, and try and get our left glute, to our left heel. Wow. So you're getting a really good stretch up the left side of the body. Good, let's walk our hands over the other way. Walking it over to the left, take our right hand on top of our left hand, and then go ahead and take that right glute to that right heel. And breathe, especially if you're tight, anywhere. That breath is going to help. Good, let's go and bring this back to center. Bring ourselves back up onto all fours. You can bring those knees back under those hips if you had them far apart for our child's pose. Go ahead and curl our toes under, and we're going to go into our first downward facing dog. Curling our toes under, let's keep our knees bent. Let's lift our tails up to the ceiling. Tails to the sky so that we're lengthening through our spine. Maybe nodding that head, yes. Maybe shaking that head, no. And breathing deep. I love breathing deeply in downward facing dog because the expansion feels so good in the ribs. All right, let's begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling our heels down towards the floor, waking up our calves, our hamstrings, our Achilles tendons, our feet, our arches of our feet, waking all of that up. Good, dropping our heels down towards the floor, maybe finding some stillness here in this downward facing dog. Maybe you're moving that neck a little bit, nodding it or shaking it. Let's lift up on our toes, take our heels high, and let's drop both of those heels over to one side. Nice, and then let's lift this to center and drop those heels over to the other side. And then lift that back to center. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands at the front edge of our mat. So finding ourselves at the short edge of our mat, front edge of our mat, let's go ahead and ragdoll it right here. So that means that we're going to allow our arms to dangle, allow our upper body to dangle. Oh, that feels good. So maybe it feels like decompression on the neck. Planting our feet into the floor, planting those toes, planting those heels. Legs are nice and long and strong. Arms are just dangling, reaching towards the floor. Upper body, head falling towards the floor. Breathing here. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Make a frame for that upper body, for that head. And maybe that pulls you in half even a little bit more. Maybe you're folded in half even further. Good, let's go and release those arms, let those dangle. Let's grab those blocks, inhale, flat back, tabletop, looking forward. That feels good. And then release that as you exhale. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. That head's been low, so take your time here. And then exhale it around into a chair. Good, inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, tabletop, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep this up nice and big. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Let's keep our left foot forward, our right foot, no, let's keep our right foot forward, take our left foot back into a lunge. Let's take our left hand onto our block. I was like, no, I'm not going to confuse myself even further today. So let's just do it this way. Right leg is forward, left hand is on the block. Let's spinal twist this open. Oh, that's good. Spinal twist in this lunge, in this nice big lunge. And breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a strong top of plank here. Hold our top of plank. Drop our left knee. Open side plank. So left knee is holding us up. We've got a supported side plank here. So good. So we're strengthening that upper body here as well. Very nice, and breathing here. Good. Bring this back to center, back to top of plank. Shift our weight forward. Drop to the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Chaturanga. So our heart goes down to the floor. Triceps working here. And then heart lifts up. Up dog or baby cobra. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog. Ooh, breathe it here. This is your home base. Whenever you need a break, you can always come to down dog or child's pose and catch your breath. Let's walk both of our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Place our blocks where we want them for support. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Good. Now our left foot's going to stay forward. Our right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on the block or the floor. And let's do that nice spinal twist over in this nice big lunge. Big lunge with that spinal twist and breathe, breathe, breathe. So good. Good. Bring this back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot. Top of plank. Stay here in our top of plank. Drop our right knee so we open into our side plank. And breathe. Good. Bring this back to top of plank. Strong top of plank. Shift our weight. Drop to the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Chaturanga. Heart goes to the floor. Heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Very nice. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat, and we'll do our sun salutations again. We'll go through that again. All right. Inhale, flatten through our back, looking forward. Nice tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Good. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into lunge. Left hand on the block or the floor. Spinal twist this open to the right. That feels better this time. A little bit more opening. A little bit more flexibility. Oh yeah. Breathe it here. Good. Bring this back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Hold our top of plank because we've got that side plank. Drop our left knee and let's open this up. Side plank. Very nice and strong. Good. Bring this back to center, back to top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward. Drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, chaturanga, heart to the floor. Heart lifts up off of the floor, baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Breathe it here. Oh, breathing in downward facing dog feels really good. And let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Good, inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Let's keep our left foot forward. Take our right foot back. Right hand on the floor or the block. Let's spinal twist this open to the left. And breathe in this spinal twist and this nice strong lunge. And bring us back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Hold our top of plank, drop our right knee, and open ourselves up, side plank. Good. Bring us back to that top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes to the floor. Heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Breathe it here. Maybe nod that head or shake that head. Just enjoy the inversion pose here, the head being lower than the heart. So good. Let's go ahead and walk those feet to meet our hands. Inhale and sweep this up nice and big. Exhale it around a chair. Bring our hands to heart. Take our right foot back. Let's keep our right heel lifted. Let's lift our arms up into our crescent. So we've got our full crescent pose here. This one is difficult because our heel is lifted, so we're having to balance here. So if you're like, why am I wobbly? It's because you're having to balance, because it's hard. So yes, just know that that is very normal. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now we get to drop that heel. Open this up into that proud warrior, warrior two. Good, front knee is bent. Back leg is nice and straight and long and strong. Good. Let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Ooh, feels good. That is good. Right there. Let's release our front leg. Both of our legs are now straight. And let's go ahead and windmill or tilt ourselves down into triangle pose. Feel free to use a block here. I like to use a block just for support. And because I like to work on pressing my inner thighs forward, and it seems more helpful to me when I can do that with the block support. There we go, lengthening through the arms, through that torso, and through both those straight legs. Right there, pressing that pelvis forward, thinking about that rib cage, twisting open towards the ceiling. So this is an opening. Most of the poses that we do in yoga are opening poses because everyday life, we close things off. Yoga goes the opposite. We try and open things back up. Good. Let's go ahead and lift this up. And then release that. Heel toe. Bring this in twice or 3 times, just narrowing that. Let's go ahead and take ourselves into our pyramid. So hands go to prayer at that low back. Turning ourselves, both of our legs are straight, lengthened, and we have a nice flat back here. From this pyramid, we go into our warrior 3. Your warrior 3, maybe the toe is pressed into the floor. It may be lifting and lowering, or you may be working on that full balance. Wherever you're at in your practice, just remember what you're doing on this side. so that you can practice the same thing on the other side. And let's go ahead and hinge ourselves up into a nice half staff. Reach up through our arms, knee is bent, foot is flexed. Good, release that foot down. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes, heart to the floor, heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. And let's go ahead and walk our feet, meet our hands, standing forward fold, front of our mat. Let's inhale and sweep this up nice and big. Exhale around to chair. Good, bring our hands to heart. Now let's take our left leg back. Keep our heel lifted, and we find our crescent on this side. So again, you find yourself wobbly or unstable, it's because this is an unstable position, because our heel is lifted. So using our strength here, strength through our core, let's go ahead and open ourselves up into proud warrior. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Breathing it here. Strong, proud warrior. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Reach through that and breathe. And from here, we're going to go into triangle. So let's lengthen through our leg and let's go ahead and windmill ourselves down. Feel free to use that block if you want. Opening this up, breathe. And let's go and bring ourselves up. Release our arms, walk our back foot in, heel toe. So that we've narrowed our stance. And let's go ahead and turn ourselves so we take ourselves into pyramid, nice flat back. Woo! It's totally raining outside. It always feels cozier doing yoga in the rain. I'm glad I'm not outside in the rain. Very nice. Let's go ahead and begin to bring ourselves forward into our balance warrior 3. Remember what you did on the other side. Try and go there on this side so that you are getting the equal amount of strength on both sides of the body. Both those glutes are having to work the same, both those hamstrings, both those strong legs, that core. So many things working here. And then from here, let's go and hinge this. Bring our arms up. Bring our arms up. Bend through that knee. Good. Very nice. And then let's go and release that down. Inhale it up, tall mountain. And exhale it, dive it down and over. Both feet back into top of plank. So good. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Maybe nod the head or shake the head. We're going to go back into top of plank. Right here, shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. From here, we're going to take it into Sphinx. So that means we take it right onto those elbows. So we've got this nice Sphinx pose right here. Good lower back stretch too. But we're going to do a little bit of back strengthening. So let's take our arms out nice and long. Got our legs out nice and long behind us. And we're going to go ahead and lift our left arm and our right leg. So let's go ahead and lift this up and lengthen through this. So we are strengthening that back, upper back and lower back, and glute, and breathe. And then release that down. We're going to take it to the other side. Right arm, left leg lift, and breathe. And release that. Let's do that one more time, each side. So left arm, right leg. Let's lift it and breathe it here. It can be easy in this one, especially to hold your breath, but you want to keep breathing. And then release that down. Let's take it to the other side. Right arm, left leg lift, and breathe. And release that. Good. Hands by chest. Press ourselves up. Take ourselves back into a nice child's pose. Glutes go back to heels. Oh, yeah. And hands by knees. Press ourselves up. Take ourselves onto our backs. Grab what you need for final relaxation, because that's where we're going. So if you use an eye pillow, go ahead and grab that. If you use regular pillows or blankets, grab those things, and we're going to take ourselves down onto our backs. And let's bend our knees, and let's drop our knees over to the right. So take both of our knees over to the right, and let's take those arms out. Oh, and maybe look to the left. Use your breath and try and soften anything that might be tight. Maybe your back is tight, maybe your hips. Bring that back to center. Drop our knees to the other side. So dropping knees over to the left and looking to the right. And breathe. And bring this back to center. And now let's go ahead and lengthen our legs towards one end of the room. Reach our fingers towards the other end. Really reach this here. Lengthen through your body. Take a big deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow yourself to sink and to settle. Let your feet fall open, arms fall open. And still relaxing. Let's bend our knees. And maybe you can flatten your back against the floor, tuck that tailbone, or maybe not. Maybe your back won't flatten, and that's okay. We've just got those knees bent. And let's go ahead and drop both of those knees over to our most comfortable side. Taking ourselves onto our side. And a breath or two here. And let's slowly begin to bring ourselves up, press ourselves up into a strong and supportive seated position. And lengthening up through our spine. And, ooh, haven't had a foot cramp in a while. That was a little crazy. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Bring our palms together and exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Good, lift that head center. Woo, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love. And take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today and face the world, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Big deep inhale. And cleansing exhale. Let's do that one more time. Big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And thank you so much for joining me for the practice today. Have a blessed rest of your day. We'll see you next time.